Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the very first time. And today is the return of Cult of the Lamb. I've only checked out this game once. And this is from the channel Riverboy for both songs, and that is also the composer. This is requested by Nox and Kalinin. We have Work and Worship, and then Praise the Lamb. I did check out, usually I don't check out a previous video just to forget what it sounded like, but it did. For this one, I wanted to go back and see what Cult of the Lamb sounded like, and to my surprise, it was like this very like electronic and violin heavy thing. It sounded really cool. Production value was pretty high, so kind of prepped my ear for this one. And yeah. Also, Riverboy has their socials here, so we got their Twitter and their Instagram, Riverboy Beats. Cool. This is Work and Worship from Cult of the Lamb. I still don't know what this game is about, by the way. Let's go. Work and Worship. Vocal synth. Totally different from the song that I heard before. Sounds like an item shop or something, like a shop theme. A little aquatic sounding, a little bit. The reverb. I really like the percussion. Calming. It's funny because you can't see it, but in my view, I see my desktop background. It's like a beach at night with like a city in the background. It's maybe why I'm getting aquatic. It's tranquil. Reminds you of something that like David Wise would make. Sort of. It sounds like thinking music, like if I were to solve a puzzle or to just sit and look at something for a while, decipher it. Something relating to like the brain, a puzzle stage, you know, just that. So no more water, but more of like figuring it out. Oh, harmony on the vocal synth. By the way, vocal synths are some of my favorite sounds. So I love the way this sounds. It sounds a little tropical too. This one's hard to like guess blindly. Work and Worship. Sounds like a dictator type thing. What is that? It also sounds kind of youthful, like something you would hear, like a flashback as being a baby or something. Sounds like you're in a crib. My mind is going so many places. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really nice though. It's like a slow electronic ambience. I just noticed the pentagram. Oh, I thought it was over. I felt like the song was coming to an end. Just another minute. Well, I mean, the image speaks what the title is, Cult of the Lamb. There's a lamb in the middle. Everyone's like, what is going on in this game? Very nice. Very nice melody. Very cool. Boy, do I have a lot of questions on this one. Usually, like, let's say you're new to this channel and you have no idea what I'm about to say. But usually, most of the time I guess what's happening because it's fun. It's fun to guess, as opposed to just hearing it. Because obviously I don't have context. I haven't played the game, so all I can really do is I don't have many options here. I can just listen to it and try to make the most of my time. So I try to guess, and obviously it's because if I get it right, cool, yay. And if I don't, then it's like I like that education. Like, oh, okay, and that adds more to my my mental library of, oh, so that's what that place can sound like or something. And within like a minute, I'll have some sort of painting in my head, because music has always done that to me, regardless of VGM. I've always been able to do that. If I can't, if I don't know like what a song belongs to or anything, like say someone is showing me a song, like, hey, check this out. I'll try to like gather stuff like, oh, I wonder what's happening here. I wonder, So with this one, my brain was going in so many directions that I had no idea. It's also conflicting with my previous information of the game, which was that electronic violin sound, which was like kind of intense. This one was the complete opposite. It felt more like, it sounded like so many things. At first I said it was kind of water-ish, aquatic I should say. It was calm. It's got the vocal melodies, the vocal harmonies. What's funny is I just checked out a song right before this from Crypt of the Necrodancer, which I said, wow, that had voice manipulation. That's kind of rare in video game music. And here we are almost immediately after with, again, using someone's recorded voice and turned into like an instrument, which is really cool. I really, really like that. It's just funny that it just happened, and here we are again. And then again, like, we have the image, which is very like dark looking, lots of red, lots of satanic looking things. We got the pentagram down there. We got the eyes are bleeding, I guess. It's hard to like get a grasp on what's going on. And then the song sounds very calm, like we just are like resting somewhere, but it also sounds like an item shop, and it also sounds like, you know what I mean? Like, I can very easily say I have no idea what that song was about whatsoever. The name suggests that it's very much in line with the name of the game, Cult of the Lamb. What happens in a cult is you work and you worship. So I got that much down, but it's like, is this song supposed to be like a broad spectrum of the entire game? Because it sounds like it's just that song title sounds like it's describing the whole game. You know, work for them, idolize them, and then something probably really bad at the end. But I don't know if it's more of like a mockery, so it's like more of like a cartoon style of describing a cult. I have no idea, but that song put me in such a truly who knows what. So I can't wait for the comments on this one because I went in so many directions. What did I say? Even like it sounded like a baby. Yeah, it sounded like the light nature of it sounded like I was in a crib and I was seeing that like floating toy, and I'm just like, you know, I don't know. It just went in so many directions, and we still have another song to go. Oh, also, I can hear a lot of. It sounds to me like Riverboy is very much like a established artist and like was already doing really cool stuff before they were part of Cult of the Lamb. Like they sound like this is their sound and maybe they just put it into the game, or they made it specifically for the game. Who knows? It's a 50-50. But it sounds really like they're comfortable making this kind of stuff. Anyways, this one's a 6-minute song. Praise the Lamb. Again, both of these song titles sound very much what the game is titled on. So let's see how this one's going to sound. Praise the Lamb. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of ominous and creepy. Let's see. Oh, I just noticed that's their logo, Riverboy. That says Riverboy right there. It looks like one of those like hardcore metal band name logos. The return of the voices. You know, honestly, I can't think of many video games that sound like this. Like at this moment, I'm comfortable saying like nothing sounds like Cult of the Lamb to me. It sounds like Cult of the Lamb soundtrack. If you know other any examples, let me know. There's two voices, not just one. There's a second one. This one sounds bubbly too, like bubbles are forming. I do like the use of the vocal recording as an actual instrument. It's really cool. It's one of my favorite things. A slight reggae feel. Ta-ta, 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 ta-ta. Kind of. Ooh. What are they gonna go do with this? Dude. Praise the Lamb indeed. Is this how the Lamb gets members, by hypnotizing them with this music? Because it would work for me. Imagine stepping into a room and just the Listen to this. Just look at them. They're all vibing. They're literally all vibing. Or they're dead. I really like this. Great bass sound, great percussion sounds. Just a great sound. I wonder if Riverboy's doing any of the vocals themselves. Ooh. It's like a bridge right here. Damn, dude, this is sick. I really like this. It's so different. I am part of the cult. Sign me up. It's different. It's unique. It's got so much style to it. I had to make sure, like, do I like this? Like, I liked it already, but like, yeah, that's sick. The beat comes in at such perfect times. That has 1 million views. Earned. Deserved. Just to give you an idea, the last song, Work and Worship, at half, 500,000. Okay, so, damn. Okay, so this is no small game. This is like, people know about this. You know what this feels like? It feels like I'm late, per usual. But on this one, I really feel it now. I'm like, okay. This has been on people's minds for a while. This was uploaded a year ago. No description, and I don't want to read the comments. Yeah, dude, that was like a slow burn for me. Like, sometimes I'll be like, this is amazing. Wow, I really love it. And then, you know, sometimes I have to listen to it a little bit. Sometimes I have like favorite stuff that I didn't really admire. I mean, I've always like admired, but I didn't admire it till way more later, you know. A reaction is quite literally just that. It's a reaction. It's your first time. It's how you take it in at that moment, how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, you have to realize that, like, I'm just a normal human being too that works a lot, and I constantly have things on my mind, you know, games people want me to play. I have to, you know, talk to people in Discord. I have to answer these questions. You know, I'm always mentally stimulated. I'm always like doing something. So when I do these videos, even though it's a little work too, it pulls me away from that as well. So it's kind of like back and forth tug of war. But with this kind of stuff, it's very interesting because, like I said, I went back to hear the first one I heard, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that was cool. I didn't watch the whole reaction, so I don't know. I never rewatched my videos, so I don't know exactly what I said. But I just from like the 20 seconds that I heard, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I like that because it sounded really cool. But hearing it now later, almost like 10 months later again, it's like, yeah, this is actually, you know, kind of jumps over the edge on stuff that I really, really enjoy because it's different. this is something along the lines of what I would listen to in my free time. You know, like my own Spotify playlist. I have it's a huge mix of genres, but I do listen to a lot of stuff similar to this, like just kind of like instrumental beats of different styles. But this is cool, you know. Oh, and I forgot where I was going with the whole like reaction thing, but you have to remember also at the time, like during these videos, you know, it's not like I'm always like in the same mind state. I could be you guys would never know, but sometimes I can have like a bad day. I could be sad. I could just be normal and just vibing. I can be just really stressed out or something. So that's why each video is like slightly different, because it's just like how I am feeling as a person at that moment with the song playing. You know, it's a mixture of trying my best to, you know, that term you've probably heard, like, don't bring your problems to work, you know, and I'm kind of like that, but at the same time, I'm not gonna like ignore stuff. I'm making it sound like my life is really stressful and stuff, but I'm just saying not every day is gonna be like sunshines and rainbows. And you know, I always feel this pressure of doing this full time, and you know, there'll be times where I'll just like sit there and stare at the wall for like 10 minutes straight. I'm like, oh my god, this is really happening. You know, I'm actually like getting up there in subscribers. Like, oh geez, there's people that have been here since the very beginning. You know, like I always think about that kind of stuff, and it drives me crazy, because, and I promise I'm not going to get into a tangent. Sometimes I get into tangents here, but I promise this won't be a long one. I just do think about that stuff every now and then, that people are just joining me on this journey of discovering video game music that's out there that I would never have heard otherwise unless I've played it. And I'm not someone who just buys games just randomly, you know, like I don't just scroll through like, oh, I'm bored, let's find a game. I never do that. So I would have never ever checked this out on my own. And that has nothing to do with the studio or anything. It's just, I just don't, you know. Lately I've only played games based on their soundtrack, so wink, maybe. But yeah, the way this video made me feel, both songs, it just made me think, man, this is a really lucky position I'm in, but also like, thank you for just sharing these with me because I just would never hear it otherwise, and that's just kind of a shame, you know. There's just so many things out there, hundreds if not millions of songs that we'll never hear, and that goes with the audience as well. You know, there's a huge chunk of people that if you clicked this video, you know, I watch YouTube too. I know how it works. Not everyone clicks. Not everyone clicks all my videos. I get it. You watch stuff that you know. So I would say a good like 80% of people that are watching this know this game and want to gush about it. But there's that small percentage that's like me who don't know what these songs sound like and discover it with me. And then, I don't know, it's cool. Like the word of mouth spreads all over again. Like, hey, you know, I heard this song on Jesse's Auditorium, and have you heard it? I admire that so much, and I don't know. So there's my little tangent. Great songs, great soundtrack. Really want to know what's going on here, why the songs sound so chill when the game looks so evil. But maybe that's the genius of it, right? Cult. Oh, dude. See, now I'm getting way into my head. That is what a cult is it not? Like, they try to persuade you into, you know, thinking it's, oh, man. Ooh. Maybe this has more layers than I thought. Maybe the music is supposed to kind of give off the same vibes of a cult of just, yeah, you know, just you'll be part of us and everything's all groovy, and then, I don't know. Shout out to Riverboy for making cool stuff. Thank you to Nox and Kaladin, and feel free to tell me anything you want about this game. That is Praise the Lamb and Work and Worship. Both sound like they're perfect titles for a game called Cult of the Lamb. Thank you to everyone that you see here. Thanks for listening to my rambling. Thanks to my Patreon members who support the rambling. And thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the Auditorium. Take it easy.